Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Taco Tuesday. In fact, we joked about that in our community here, and it's just a wonderful day, right? It's always nice when everyone's taking profits. We've got a phenomenal group here. Very well done to our community. If you take a look here at our scalping trades, nice little 14% from Avalanche and Solana, 22%. Those are basically scalping trades for my my premium bot. And then, of course, we take a look at our traditional premium group. We just took some nice profit from Bitcoin this morning in 2 hours with a long from 37.4 to 37.9. We also got a Terra Classic, of course, LUNC trade, 108%. Uni short, KNC long, 30%. So the list goes on. Be sure to check that out in your own time. It's fantastic to be able to, share in those results with you guys. So again, congrats today for an awesome group and nice start today. Look at this here. Terra Classic is going crazy. We're going to talk about this and a few other things. Speaking of which, let's see. I forget if Terra Classic is available here. Unfortunately, no, we don't have liquidation data there. But what we want to look at is a bigger picture. Let's double check a couple key factors. So we talked about Fibonacci retracement yesterday, and that this level here at about 11,000. Sorry, yeah, right at about 11,000 was the previous resistance. So it could very well be the new support here today. The price pulls back. We also saw that the price action was going to pull back to one of those three levels. If you saw my video from yesterday, it was either 0.382, 0.5, or 0.618. Okay, we can see the price has triple tested 0.618 on the Fib. Okay, so that's a really good sign. That really implies here that that level and that fair value gap there is secure. Just keep in mind, the price does pull back. We could very well see a sweep of this lower liquidity level. It's very common to see that happen. Okay. Furthermore, if we look at the MACD here, we are converging. We're officially bullish once more. Price bounced perfectly off of 50 on the RSI. Well, 52 on the RSI is pretty good, and money flow index is increasing. So these are all very positive contributing factors. We take a look at the moving average. Look at that. We perfectly tested the 50-day correction. That's the 20-day simple moving average on the way up. So what we want to do is kind of draw out a trend line here so we can pay attention to this, because these levels are important to note. All right. So again, I like to be able to kind of draw these levels out here. I know it seems like kind of crazy, but if you pay attention to that, it kind of helps you understand if you're going to be on the right side of the tracks or not. Because trend lines are not definitive by any stretch, but they certainly help you understand where you're at and where you stand. Okay. So at this point, we confirm we have pretty much all bullish signs on the 4-hour. Obviously, that's happening because the price just ramped up. Okay. You keep in mind, though, the price of Bitcoin is doing really well, above 38,000, 38.2 right now at this point, still creeping. And as Bitcoin continues to maintain itself, the rest of the market is going to follow suit. Keep in mind, Bitcoin does sell off pretty significant. We could see a correction because, again, Terra Classic did see a minor correction yesterday when Bitcoin is coming down, but it's not that aggressive. So let's look at the hourly and see if there's anything else kind of confirming factors here for us. Because I like to look at TD sequential and kind of confirm we are at an 8 right now. And if you look at this coin here in its history, it does like to go to 9s and kind of turn itself around. Okay? So we saw a 9 here, price turned around, albeit very short turnaround, but it does reverse itself when we hit a 9. Doesn't push too much further. So with us being at an 8 right now, we have roughly one more hour of continuation. We can break through this, basically just say 13,000 level, then we're going to be in good shape to see that potentially work as a support level. Okay, I like to emphasize the word potential because there's no guarantees in that, but it's a larger statistical probability that that will happen. Speaking of probabilities, let's take a look at the volume here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We see the most amount of volume at the price point of almost exactly 10,000. Okay, so that's kind of at the average true range for this coin. Once again, right there at that 0.5 Fibonacci level. So the price does pull back. My speculation is we will see a bounce off 0.5, that 10,000 mark, and the price should continue higher. So I'm going to set an alert at that level, kind of get notified so I can reevaluate and see if it's worth taking entry. That'd be a good consideration for a long at that point. We can see this very strong consideration for support at 0.618. Okay, so again, a lot of good positive things here. Last thing we want to kind of round this out with here is, of course, confirming factors here on the cloud. We barely just broke above with the lagging span. That's perfect. We were well above the cloud, which is great. Cloud is consolidating at 11,000, that previous resistance, or that previous close rather. And then, of course, we can see here conversion line is intersecting with the baseline. So we've got all green lights here to either take a long position or to leave your long position open. Okay, I think it's a little overextended. I'd rather see if you can get in a little bit lower, but of course beggars can't be choosers. I'm not much of a breakout trader, so I probably wouldn't trade at this exact level. That's just me personally. But if you do end up trading, low leverage, low position size, be careful with your trade because this coin does have a tendency of rug pulling sometimes. Okay, so you just got to be mindful of its history. do not forget that. All right, folks. I hope that makes sense and I described this correctly. Also, to my newer traders here, those who are has used my affiliate link previously, be sure to take advantage of this trading bonus that you get. If you want to register before November 30th and take advantage of that, by all means do so. Phenomenal exchange, no KYC, no VPN. I use this daily, and I can tell you it's a fantastic exchange. My favorite by far. So be sure to check that out if you are looking for some new opportunities there, especially if you struggled with KYC earlier in the year, which majority of my US, Canadian, and UK members did. All right, folks. Thanks again. That's all I got here for today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.